island women know how to swim. My mother always planned my birthdays at the local pool. Eyebrows raised when her thick Trinidadian accent warned us that if we drowned, she could not save us. Despite the warnings, my mother always wore a one-piece bathing suit underneath her clothes. I often saw her scanning the water in search for danger, waiting for a reason to dive in.
I never asked my mother about her abilities, but she rarely followed us into the water. In our beach photos, she wears cuff jeans, her big toes pointing towards the sky. Only her feet are wet. When my mother left Sri Lanka to become a flight attendant, she was all beauty and body. She tells me stories of her glory days, all pomp and no circumstance, all high heels and serving coffee, all resistance, all existence, far above the water.
Dear Mom, what made you so scared of the water?
Dear daughter, knowing that you could die in it.
My mother taught me how to cast down an anchor long before she showed me how to sail. Don't you dare wander off if you have nowhere to come back to. I wonder if that is why she stays. You see, not all island men know how to float. My mother married a man who knew only how to thrash. Why ride the waves when you can make them? In America, she learns how to shield her eyes from his saltwater blows and tries to leak only when no one is watching.
My mother loved planes, but she married a man who spent his early years getting drunk on a Greek wine ship. 22 years later, here they are still, grounded. She could use a swimming lesson now. I know she would try if she had anywhere to go.
Mom, I met a girl.
She doesn't know how to cut mangoes the way you do, but she knows how to eat them and how to say thank you.
Mom, she is a stranger to your gods, but she holds me at night while I pray.
She knows how to yearn for your stories and how to sit in your sandy borders.
This is the first time I have willingly harvested a love too big for my bones, but Mom, I love the way that it swells.
When she walks into a room, my heart melts all over my rib cage. And when she leaves, every rib turns into a popsicle. I want to watch you two share in the taste of the sunset juices of my mango heart, the one I inherited from you. The two of you can tap dance in the empty space in my rib cage, kicking up bone chips and replacing my pulse.
Mom, I met a girl who makes me happy.
The way a man never did for you.
She promises me more than she could ever give, but I'd rather live a life
of tangled seaweed hope than one with anchors.
I am my mother's mouth, for the days when she has far too many East Coast winters lodged in her throat, for the days when her tongue thirsts to be an island in salt water because dehydration doesn't kill you like a dream deferred.
I am tongue lashes and dry kisses. I am spitting where you swallowed. I am speaking where you were silent.
I am slow dancing in the kitchen. I am the singing above the shouting.
I am dripping red wine on the floor so you forget that there were bloodstains. I am loving her for you, not in spite of you. I am becoming a tidal wave that you can ride.
We hope our happiness can be your legacy.